We're on the page accumulators, sum accumulator using a float. In the code block below, we want to instantiate an empty list called running total and a float called total. So I'll go ahead and take care of those things first since it tells me. I'm going to have running total, and that's an empty list. And then I have total, which is a float accumulator. I can use 0.0, or I could say float version, a float representation of 0. But if I instantiate this as an integer and then I make some sort of mathematical operation that gives me a decimal, it will automatically convert it to a float. So I'll go ahead and leave it as an integer. We then want to iterate through our list X, accumulating the sum in total and appending the current value of total to running as the last step of the loop. So I'm going to do a loop here. And again, I am looping through a list of numbers. So I'll use the variable name num. So once we're inside this for loop, the first thing that it told me it wants to do has to do with total. And it wants me to just accumulate a sum in that total. So I will say total plus equals num using my syntactic sugar. And then the last thing it said, inside each iteration, I want to add whatever that value of total is to my list running total. So I will do running total.append with total after it has been updated. I should be in good shape here. We'll go ahead and run the test. Looks like it worked, and we can go ahead and move on.